Good afternoon, students. Welcome to online class. My name is KANMANI from Department of Zoology. Today now we are going to see about living world. The subtopic is taxonomy and systematics. Now I will explain you what is taxonomy, thereafter systematics. Taxonomy, taxis means arrangement, norms means law. The science of arrangement of living organism along classification, description, identification and naming of organism include flora and fauna, including along with microorganism also. Okay. The taxonomy is coined by then Augustine Faramus de Candolle. Then after, the father of taxonomy is Aristotle. The father of modern taxonomy is Carolus Linnaeus. Okay. Thereafter, systematics. What is the meaning of systematics? Is sequence. Systematics and taxonomy are very similar. What is the main goal of systematics is classify organism and stipulated rules. What is the main criteria for a systematic is identification, describing, naming, arranging, preserving and documenting of the organisms. Okay. Then history of classification. History of classification is the early classification of an organism based on the two criteria. One is beneficial organism, another one harmful organism. Beneficial organism is nothing but the organism which is helps to human being, that is called a beneficial organism. Harmful organism is nothing but the organism which is harmful to human being, that is called harmful organism. Okay. Then ancient classification. Ancient classification, they can classify 5 animal groups. One is domestic animal groups, second wild animals, third creeping, fourth flying, fifth sea animals. Domestic animals is nothing but the animal which is growing in our home, that is called domestic animal, as well as a pet animal. It is example cow, cat, pet, cow, cat, dog, everything. Then the second one, wild animal. The wild animal is nothing but the animal which is living in forest, that is called wild animals. For example, lion, cheetah, tiger, like this. Thereafter, creeping, always called reptiles, the animal which has short legs, short limbs. It's traveling. For example, lizard. Then flying birds. So those are flying birds, the animal which have wings along with the feathers for helps to flying. Thereafter, sea animal. Sea animals is nothing but the animal which is living in sea, that is called sea animals. For example, dolphin, blue whale and like this. So those are sea animals. Okay. The initially classification based on organism, the fundamental character of habitat and morphology only. So the initially, then habitat. You know what is the meaning of habitat? Habitat is nothing but it is the living places. And morphology. The morphology is nothing but the external appearance. Okay. The Aristotle was the first to classify all animal. His history of animals. It's called Historia Animalium. He attempted based classification in all living organisms into plant and animals. Okay. The animals are classified based on locomotion. The animals are classified based on the locomotion. What is this? It is walking, flying, swimming. The animal which is walking, that is called walking. Then flying animals and swimming animals. For example, the animal which is living in water, it's swimming. There are which helps to dorsal fin, caudal fin, pectoral fin, pelvic fin. Those are helps to swimming. Okay. Thereafter, based on the red blood cells. Based on the red blood cells. One is, it is a red blood cells, presence of red blood cells and absence of red blood cells. Presence of red blood cells and absence of red blood cells. Into the two categories, classified animals into two categories. One is Anima, another one is Anima. Anima is nothing but the animal which have blood, that is called Anima. The animal which absence of blood, it is called what? Anima. Okay. The Aristotle classification system had limitation into many organisms were not fitting in his classification. For example, the tadpole of frog born in water and have gills. But when it is mature into adult, the frog has lungs and can live both land and water. Okay. Thereafter, another one, then Aristotle based on the locomotion, hence birds, bat and flying insect characters. The flying ability. Then bird, bat, flying insects, those are flying ability. For example, ostrich, emu and penguin all are birds but cannot fly. That's why the Aristotle classification system had limitation into many organisms were not fitting in their classification. Okay. After Aristotle, his student Theophrastus, he researched classification plant. He was known as father of botany. Why he is called father of botany? Because he researched and classifications only plant. So that's why fathers of classification. There was huge gap till the 16th century. The English naturalist, the John Ray, wrote several important work through in life. In 1682, published Methods of Plantarum, which contain about 1800 species of plant, given by John Ray, and will detail explain about in the classification. Okay students, today topic in we will meet again next class. Thank you.